So you got to make it good because you know what? I'm looking jabbing. So if I be jabbing, you gonna try to get me.
The news is out. The former undisputed heavyweight champion and legendary Mike Tyson is coming out of his retirement to face the American YouTuber and professional boxer Jake Paul. And boxing fans are going crazy right now. The fight is scheduled to happen on the 20th of July 2024 at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Apart from that, Netflix will also be streaming the match live for its subscribers, extending the reach of the event to great lengths. And guess what? There's a load of cash at stake, at least $20 million. But for what? What made the 56-year-old Tyson step into the octagon after such a long period of retirement? That too to face a 27-year-old YouTuber. Why does this fight matter? And most importantly, who's gonna get a hold of the frickin' money at the stake? Let's decode everything step by step. This upcoming heavyweight bout between the celebrity Jake Paul and Mike Tyson had affected the popularity and fan base of both the individuals. While the moment might prove as one of the biggest days for Jake, Mike on the other hand may also get a chance to prove that he's still got that in him. Tyson, popularly known as Iron Mike, had retired from boxing after facing 2 consecutive losses in 2005. It means the big guy will be stepping into the ring after almost 20 years. Since his retirement, Mike has been involved in promoting brands and businesses, commenting on boxing fights, and making occasional appearances in AEW fights. As of 2024, Mike enjoys a net worth of $10 million, despite filing a bankruptcy and debt of $23 million in 2003. During his peak, Tyson was one of the most extravagant players in the boxing industry and enjoyed a very high-class life. If not for his extravagant lifestyle and the mismanagement of his boxing earnings, the boxing legend could have a much more net worth than he has right now. But guess what? This makes the upcoming bout more interesting, right? $20 million would be double of Tyson's current net worth, and that's very tempting. On the other hand, Jake Paul has established himself as the poster kid of influencer boxing. He's one of the highest paid YouTube creators in 2017, 18, 21, and 2023, and has gathered a huge fan base over these years. Starting his channel in 2014, the man has over 20 million followers on the platform. While continuing his career as a YouTuber, Jake also started a career in boxing in 2018 by winning a white-collar match against Deji Uvatunji via technical knockout. Since then, he's been fighting with retired athletes in influencer boxing matches and making quite a handsome amount of money. You gotta say this, the man knows how to make money, and that's why right now he has a fair net worth of around $80 million. That's 8 times that of Mike Tyson's. Yes, you got that right. One cannot debate the fact that Jake is probably fighting this match against Tyson for the sake of the money. What's your thoughts on this? Comment down. But the fight isn't going to be all about money. It will involve heavy punches and swift hooks, right? So let's talk about the boxing journeys of our 2 competitors here. When it comes to boxing, Mike Tyson doesn't need any introduction. The man is a living legend in the boxing industry, known for his fierce, wild, and intimate fighting style. Tyson has stepped into the ring 58 times and has come out victorious 50 out of them. The man won 44 of his fights just with knockouts. During his boxing career, Tyson held the record to be the youngest boxer ever to hold a heavyweight title. Tyson was also the first boxer to simultaneously hold the WBA, WBC, and IBF titles. Up to date, he is the only boxer in the world to unify all those titles in succession. Another thing to note about Tyson's boxing style is his rage and fierceness in the ring. During his rematch for the heavyweight title against Evander Holyfield in 1997, Tyson was disqualified for biting a significant portion of Holyfield's ear while the match was going on.
Oh, and some nasty stuff in there. There needs to be a bite almost. Holyfield is very unhappy. Look at this.
This gave many of his opponents great shivering before their match. Tyson's controversial behavior both inside and outside the ring has always been a hot topic of debate for the fans. How fierce and aggressive Mike can be in the ring can be seen in the leaked footage of Tyson and Paul's fight practice recently. However, at the age of 58, apart from just knocking Paul out, Tyson's focus would also be on the huge prize money at the stake. On the other hand, it seems Jake Paul is here to make massive money, and he's doing that too. Jake started his influencer boxing career in 2018, where he competed in a white-collar match. Later, in 2020, he entered into professional boxing and competed against Ann Eason Gibb. Since then, the 27-year-old man has been fighting different retired athletes and making a handsome amount of money from these. Jake holds a 9-1 record in his boxing career so far, which is quite amazing. The YouTuber turned boxer has recently said that now he wants to focus on fighting real players, and his target is to compete for that world title. However, he's going to fight the long-retired 58-year-old Tyson, who will be stepping into the boxing ring after almost 19 years. On January 26, 2023, Paul entered the ring to fight Tommy Fury, a well-known English boxer, and got to the 8th round of the match. And despite knocking Fury down, Paul lost the match due to a split decision of the judges. So far, this has been his biggest boxing match against a professional boxer. The match generated a massive interest among the audience and gathered around 800,000 pay-per-views as well, making Jake a lot of money. However, his upcoming clash with Mike is going to be even bigger than that, and if Jake is able to pull this one off, he'll be one of the most popular guys in the industry for sure. Now, as we reach nearer to probably one of the biggest sporting events of 2024, rumors and predictions have started going from one corner to another about the bout between this boxing icon and the YouTube star. Who's going to win? Will Mike still be able to show the same speed and resilience as he did during his prime? Or will it be Jake's young body and agility that'll knock down the baddest man on the planet? Both Jake and Mike Tyson seem to be working really hard for this upcoming bout. Recently, Tyson uploaded several clips on his social media handles showing how he was training and how he is still faster than Paul even at the age of nearly 58, and he seems right. You can still see those fierce hooks coming out of his hands and those agile ducks as well. Responding to a video where Paul said he was going to kill Tyson in the upcoming bout, Tyson uploaded his training clip where he looked like a living beast and asked if Paul was sure about what he had wanted.
One more. Day 3. You still want to fuck with me?
On the other hand, Jake Paul is also training very fiercely with the Olympia's Team USA Boxing. He even uploaded a few of his pad work training clips where he looks quite good with his movement and punches.
August, I'm back, baby.
However, will it be enough to take down the ultimate Mike Tyson? Who knows? Now let's come to the most interesting part of the whole event scheduled for the coming July. Yes, I'm talking about the massive cash prize that is on the stake. Let's break that down. The first question that has to be asked is, how much is each fighter going to earn? Officially, the purse has not been revealed yet, and we can only assume how much each one of the competitors is going to make. However, during a podcast, Paul had said that his match with Mike Tyson can make millions of dollars. He estimated the amount to be around $300 million, but nothing can be said officially yet. His personal earnings from the event are still to be declared. As of Mike Tyson's earnings from the upcoming bout, very strong sources are saying that Tyson will earn at least $20 million from this event. Earlier, Tyson had said during a podcast that he would only fight Jake Paul if the event had broken pay-per-view records. Further, during a podcast on Hot Boxing, Mike even stated that he'd be willing to take on Paul if he got $1 billion. Although it doesn't look like Tyson would be getting $1 billion from this fight, then again, who knows. Now, if these guys are being paid so heavily, how much is the event earning itself? What's the revenue? Let's talk about that. So the match will be organized at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and can be watched online on Netflix as well. The whole event is estimated to make a huge profit from his super hyped bout between these two very famous celebrities, gathering fans from both the boxing industry as well as YouTube community. Netflix, the official streaming partner of the match, already made around $33.3 billion in revenue last year and are looking even more promising this year. Tyson's last exhibition match against Roy Jones in 2020 generated more than $80 million in revenue, and this one seems to earn significantly more than that. Plus, all the 80,000 seats are expected to be booked for the fight day, which means a great win for the organizers. It looks like we can rely on Jake Paul's estimation that the event will earn more than $300 million very easily. But since there's so much talk of money, is it really going to be a boxing match or just some money showdown? A lot of talk has been going around the media about how this upcoming match between Tyson and Paul is nothing but a sparring session, which isn't even a real boxing game. Derek Chisora, a contender for the heavyweight title, recently hinted at the possibility of headgear being mandatory by the fighters. Chisora stated, "I know for a fact they're going to be using 18-ounce gloves and head guards if I'm not mistaken." I think so. So we are watching a sparring match. It's a joke. Do you think I'm paying to watch that? Replying to this statement, Paul's business partner Akisa Bedarian said, "Unequivocally there is no headgear for Paul versus Tyson. Haters spreading fake news, but it won't stop the tens of millions of views. This shows the fans will see genuinity in the upcoming event on the 20th of July. Also, if you watch recent clips and social media posts of these two celebrities, you will clearly see the tension heating up between them, with Paul imitating some of Tyson's mischievous acts in his clips, biting the tongue for example. It looks like Tyson is really upset about this and he's going to use the boxing match as a way to teach Paul a lesson." Recently, the fans got to see leaked footage of the sparring boxing session between Tyson and Paul in the ring, with the match going more and more fierce at every growing second. The audience could feel the intensity between the baddest man on the planet and the problem child. With this, the question whether Tyson can get into shape for this fight at the age of 57 goes right out of the ground. He looks fit, agile, and as strong as he ever was. However, how Jake Paul is going to train very hard to face and ultimately win in this high-intensity match is something everyone is curious about. Although the YouTube star seems to be training quite devotionally, beating the former heavyweight champion and probably one of the wildest boxing icons is never going to be easy. So that was it for today. Who do you think is going to have the last laugh in this super hyped match between Paul and Tyson, and why? Also, what effect do you think this match is going to have on the careers of both the stars? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel to get regular fight updates and analysis.